Okay, here we have all of our parts. There's some little resin stubs or pour stubs, some cleanup to do, like there. This part here, but you can just clip these off, and then you can get as close to the other part as possible, and then either scrape that with a knife or sand it. But before I do that, I'm going to throw my mask on and my safety glasses, because I've been to the emergency room before, and yeah, so disclaimer, or when you're working with resin, make sure that you wear a face mask or a good dust mask, so you don't want to breathe the resin dust, and put on safety glasses because these little parts can go flying. Let's see if we can do this on camera and close. Okay, well, I guess that's not flying across the room, but like I said, I've been to the emergency room before with a piece of resin in my eye, and it's not fun. So, actually, I'm not wearing safety glasses right now. I'm just wearing my regular glasses, but I want you to wear your safety glasses. So we're sure spoiled by castings these days. I get an old classic garage kit, or I get something out of the closet to work on, and you forget, you're gonna spend days just getting rid of seam lines and okay, this one doesn't, I'm not sure if this is the right side or not, but yeah, that's gonna fit in there, so that's not, although it looks like, I'm glad I didn't cut that off. Okay, I've got all my holes drilled and pins in place, so that everything will go together and stay together without any glue. I don't have, you can see a little bit of seam by this arm there, but I don't have that pushed all the way in. It's a real tight fit, and I had trouble getting it back off once I did, so this way at least I could put everything back in the foam packaging the way it came, so it could travel safely back to its owner, and they can either glue it back together, or just, hopefully they can just leave it like this, and they won't need to glue anything. So even, make sure my hand's not in the way, even these little parts here, everything's just got a pin in it. That gives it enough friction to hold it in place. And the nice thing is since she's all segmented like this, you know, any seams that you do get or that might be left behind, like hair on the head underneath there. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's going to be a little bit of a seam there, but it won't be too noticeable, like I said, since she's all segmented. And I probably will put some putty in there to help hide that, because it'll just bother me if I don't. So I was able to get everything. Everything worked great, except for the bottom 2 legs. And that won't be too hard to fix. I'm gonna say fix. So basically I was having trouble getting the hole lined up so that it was a nice snug fit. But there's also, it doesn't fit as well as some of the other parts. So I just dremelled all that out a lot more than I needed to, and then I'm gonna throw some putty in there and mash the parts together, pull it apart so that it'll make for a nice fit. And then once that dries, I'll be able to put it in place. I'm gonna put some putty in there and fix that seam up as well. Just grab a pinch of each, equal size. I use different hands to dip into each bin so as not to contaminate it. Part A always stays real nice, but is it part A? Yeah, part B is the part that gets a little funky. I don't know if it's just moisture in the air, or it does get a little hard if you don't use it up. And then just mix them together. Mix it so it's a uniform color. Alright. Shove that in there. Kind of pushing it flat in there so it's sort of like it was before I drilled it all out. Now, so these don't stick together, I'm just going to dunk this in some water here and then quickly shove those together. Hopefully that's good. And pop it apart. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now I'm not going to touch that. If I do it again, I'm going to screw it up. We'll do the other side.